Hello everybody, welcome along. Just come down to the bar for a drink and keg's just kicked, and that what last keg that I had on tap. I have got beer brewing, so I'm going to be maybe a week or so without all on tap. So we're going to have we're only having one or two tonight, so we're pulling out big guns. Rat Brewery, what's that? Rat Crafted from the Rat Brewery, Dark Ratanic Mills, Imperial Smoked Mild, ABV 9%. So, our rodent themed beers are distinctive and anything but average. Dark Ratanic Mills is a rich, smooth, dark mild, very low bitterness and residual sweetness on the palate. So we'll get it in a glass and we'll see what she's like. Wow. It smells like there's whiskey in it. But there isn't. Right, I'll come round on the side at the bar and we'll have a beer and a chat. Right, hello everybody, we're back. Another week. Tell you what's been going on. Full of cold, as you can probably tell from where I'm talking down my nose. Right, so we're just trying this beer, and if I'm honest, I'm not really a fan of smoked beers. I'm pretty sure this was either in a box of beers I got, or somebody gave me it. I can't remember which, because I've had it a long time, but I've had it easy 3-4 months in fridge, and I kept looking at it, picking it out, and then thought, oh, 9%, no, we'll put it back. Well, like I said, I'm a bit full of cold, and we're just having a beer sort of thing, so we'll try it. So, cheers everybody. First thoughts. There isn't that much on aroma, and when I said it back at bar then whiskey, I'm going, not whiskey, it's more sherry, strong alcohol, but not a burning alcohol smell, just a sherry-ish sort of. And to say it's supposed to be a smoked mild, that smokiness is very mild. There's no, I've had smoky beers where it's been proper smoky. That isn't. There's an initial, not a strong hit, but an initial hit of smokiness when you first take your drink, but then it's going into a very sweet, thick, sort of coat in your mouth, and you would not know that were 9%. or I wouldn't. Alcohol burn? Not really, not as yet. Very slight warming, but surprisingly, a lot better than I anticipated. Not much head retention, but it is a strong ABV. Maybe because I've got it in a smaller, narrower necked glass, it might just help it keep a cap. Carbonation is not overly carbonated at all, and it's not black, it's like a really, really dark brown with odd touch of red. And I've had quite a few at Rat Brewery beers, but not this one. Part of Ossett Brewery. This beer is brewed in the UK by the Rat Brewery, part of Ossett Brewery. So there you have it. Dark Ratanic Mills. So that's his beer we're drinking. I may, if I do have another one, we'll stick to dark theme and I'll have this coffee stout, rich, dark and indulgent, and I've had quite a few of these. Lidl, is it Lidl? No, Aldi, £1.60 odd, 5.2%, really nice. And that is actually, coffee stout is one of the styles I've never done. I've done stouts, milk stouts. The beer I've got in house at minute fermenting is a stout, but it's my take on a chocolate coconut stout. But I've never done a coffee stout. Maybe I should, because I do like a good coffee stout. So, talking about coffee stouts and stouts in general, the beer that I've got fermenting at the minute, and it's going nuts. In fact, I've had to put a blow off tube in to start with because I thought it might go a bit nuts. It's in my SS fermenter, blow off tube, got a bucket, and then I've got a jug inside that bucket, and it did bubble water over the jug, so it was a good thing that I did put it in there. And there'll probably be a box somewhere if it hasn't already been up showing you, but it's going off like a rocket. And I've used a SO4, well, I'm saying an SO4, I've used a 4 from Cross My Loaf. I got so many sent all the week I showed you. Well, it was Brewbit Rick that inspired me with the coconut, like I said in not video but one back or something. So what I've done, I've looked at this coffee stout recipe, and it seemed like a half decent grain bill that would carry a good flavour. Grain bill, roasted barley malt, Carafa Special 1 malt, light crystal malt, Cara Munich and chocolate malt. And I had all of the, well, the Carafa Special 1, I had Carafa Special 3, I think it was. So I've used that. Hops, Magnum and Cascade. 21 grams starter boil of Magnum. 21 grams last 10 minutes of Cascade. And 21 grams of Cascade at turn off. So nothing too exciting there, and I've not been as brave as Brewbit Rick. I think he said his coconut stout, he ended up with, I think it was 1.5 litres of coconut in. No, I'm not that brave. I like coconut, but I don't know whether I like it that much in a beer. When I did my coconut IPA, I think I ended up with something around 200 mark in boil and 200 mark in dry hop, and you could get quite a decent hit of coconut in that. So this is on its same volume size. I realise your roasty malts can be a bit strong, so I went 300 grams of coconut in the boil. So I've got 700 grams left of coconut. I'm not sure what to do for my dry hop. Don't know whether to do 300 again, or whether to do something like a 500 gram. I'm not sure. I've still to decide that. I'm waiting while fermentation dies down. We're on what? I brewed Sunday, I pitched yeast Monday, so it's Tuesday now. I'm probably looking at Thursday or Friday to dry up, leave it 3 days, 4 days or something, crash chill it and what have you, package done. So I'm not sure what percentage of coconut to go for your in dry up. That's the only beer I've got fermenting at the minute. Hopefully it'll come out something like. It's just a bit of an experiment. I'm sure I'll have a drinkable beer, and it's the first coconut stout I've ever done, so I'll be able to gauge off that what, if anything, needs changing for future brews. And that's what it's about, isn't it? Just trying a beer and then tweaking it, version 2, version 3, until you get it where you want it. So we'll see where we get with that. And I've not done any more brewing, anything. I am planning my next brew, and it's going to be either something for the hand pull. I don't know whether to, because I've got a dark beer on go. Don't know whether to go for a sort of a brown beer sort of thing, a bitter or something like that, which I probably will. I think I've got stuff that can do a bitter. Maybe that's alright for hand pull. And then I'm going to do either, or I might even do both, a smash beer. Now I have got a very good citrus smash recipe that New Tom Brew Tom did, and I brewed it a few times. I've tweaked it just a touch, just to my taste, and that's lovely. Excuse me, but I have got 100 grams of Mochuaker, so that, I think that gives you lemon, some sort of lemon flavour, herbal, spicy lemon, and I think that might work as a smash beer. I know Tube Dino, he did a Mochuaker smash a long time ago, and it looked a really good beer, and it's light in colour. So if I have a bitter, a stout, a smash, 3 different colours, 3 different styles, yeah, and then I want something hoppy as well, which I 5 taps, but a 4 working. Might do something hoppy for the other one. I've just used a chiller. My others fit in fridges, but I have to use a chiller, or I could bottle it, and then I can take a few to house. We'll see. So that's it really, fellas, this week. Just a short, quick one. I have brewed a coconut stout, which is fermenting now. I am going to be brewing, like I've just said, a bitter some sort of smash beer, I think, could change, plans could change, and some sort of hoppy beer, IPA or something like that. I've got some mosaic. I have got a recipe for a mosaic IPA that I did as a all grain kit once from Brew UK, and I kept the recipe and I've brewed it 2 or 3 times. In fact, I think Crew Wolf's had one when I brewed it. I'm pretty sure Rick Shaw, he's had one when I brewed it, and both gave good reviews, unless we're just being kind. So I could do that. I've lots of options, but I think what I'm trying to say is I want 3 or 4 different styles, different colours on my bar, a variation. I don't want 2 or 3 same beers, even though at minute I am really liking my dark beers. But there we are. I'm sure I'll probably change my mind, as we all do, but that's the sort of line I think I'm going to be going down, and I think I'm waffling. So I'll sit back, sip this, or I'll be on my back. Cheers, and I'll catch you all next time.